So we'll check with devotees what they want. We'll just have Om Ajnanatimirandasya. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Chakshurunmilitam Shri Guruve Namah. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupam Kadamahyam Dadati Swopadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavancham Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Saitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padam Sagana Lalitam Shri Vishakhanvitancham He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastute Tapta Kanchan Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vancha Kalpataru Vesha Krupa Sindhu Vevacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pachatya Deshatarine Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Sivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. This is okay, just quickly. Not required actually. Thank you.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna to everyone, all the devotees. Today we are very fortunate. Today we have Sunday this class by his grace, Yugal Kishore Prabhuji. So I will request all the devotees to chant one Hare Krishna Mahamantra for Yugal Kishore Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Thank you.
With due permission, I will just introduce Yugal Kishore Prabhuji. Those who know, everyone knows about the Yugal Kishore Prabhuji, but as our tradition, we start with Prabhuji's introduction. Prabhuji is B from Aurangabad University, and he was the topper for third year and class topper in last year. Prabhuji completed his master from IIT Delhi. He worked with different multinational companies across the globe, including US. Presently, Prabhuji is managing one of the big MNC in Bangalore. Prabhuji started Krishna Conscious journey in 2005, and Prabhuji is currently staying in Bangalore.
Thank you so much.
With family. Prabhuji is having one daughter and son, and Mataji Prabhuji we know very closely. All each one of us know about the Prabhuji. They are so sincere, and Prabhuji and family has devoted whole things for the Krishna consciousness. Prabhuji is the center head, as we know that, for ACS. He is also one of the 14 members for our upcoming ISKCON Whitefield temple. He also takes care of Shiksha program for all our Whitefield congregation. We are very, very fortunate that today we have the association of His Grace Prabhuji. So again, I will request all devotees will chant 3 times Hari Bol.
Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol.
Thank you so much, Prabhuji.
Mukum karoti vachalam pangam langayate giriyat kripatamaham vande Sri Guru Dinatara. Especially Prabhupada, please request him to speak something for benefit of devotees. Hare Krishna. So Jagannath Rath Yatra ki Jai. Jagannath Baldev Subhadra Mahamai ki Jai. Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. So today we have I was thinking that because when I was talking to Prabhu, he said we already discussed some of the pastimes of King Indradimni, right, last week, and also pastimes of Mother Rohini doing that. So then he left with very less option to me. But nevertheless, Jagannath's pastimes is unlimited. So I was thinking 2 things. One is that we can discuss about pastimes, option 1. And option 2 is to discuss about Jagannath Ashtakam. So what is the meaning of Jagannath Ashtakam? So whatever devotees permit here or wish to do that, we can do any one of these. Both it will be difficult practically because we need some more time here. Hanji Prabhu, boli. Ashtakam. Ashtakam. So somehow unfortunately we are in Kali Yuga, and Kali Yuga democracy wins. And the majority wins, so we will go with majority what things. So so then I can connect to the things. I'll just open my things. So I think I have opened. Jagannath. Now I want one volunteer who can sing Jagannath Ashtakam. So we'll sing one stanza, understand the translation and that, and then one by one. Vanda jana help ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. Jagannath Swami Nayana Patagami. ಯಾರ ಭಾಗ್ಯವಾನ ಜೀವ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ದಯವಿಟ್ಟು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಮದತ್ ಬೇಕು, ಸಹಾಯ ಬೇಕು. ಯೋಗೇಶ್ ಓಕೆ. ಸೊ ಜಗನ್ನಾಥ್ ಬಲದೇವ್ ಸುಭದ್ರಾ ಮಾಯಿ ಕಿ ಛಾಯ್. ಸೊ ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ವೆರ್ ಇಸ್ ಶಂತನು ಎಲ್ಲ ಎಲ್ಲಿದ್ದೀರಿ? Yes. So we need Mrudangam Kartal. It will be nice now. So we'll sing with the full-fledged one. Huh? Yogesh Patil Prabhu तैयार hayat. जगन्नाथ स्वामी नयन पथगामी भवतु मे. जगन्नाथ स्वामी नयन पथगामी भवतु मे. बन्नी थैंक यू. We'll start with one stanza by stanza. This, then go to the second, then third. Please. Then we'll follow up after.
कदाचित् कलिन्दी तत विपिन संगीतकरावो.
कदाचित् कालिन्दी तत विपिन संगीतकरावो. मुदाभिरी नारी वदन कमल स्वाद मधुप. रमा शंभो ब्रह्मा मरपति गणेशार्चित पदो.
जगन्नाथ स्वामी नयन पथगामी
जगन्नाथ स्वामी नयन पथगामी भवतु मे. So, who is the author of this Jagannath Ashtakam? Adi Shankaracharya, and is spoken or very nicely chanted in Jagannath Puri by Lord Gauranga Mahaprabhu. So that's why it's very famous. So now who is this Jagannath? And before Jagannath became Jagannath, or Krishna became Jagannath, where were he? What is he doing? And that is what the first stanza is, that which talks about that Kadachit. Kadachit ante means that sometimes or once upon a time. Kadachita kalindi tata vipina sangita karavam. So Kadachit, once upon a time, so before Krishna became Jagannath, where were he? He was Kalindi Tata. Kalindi Tata means on the bank of Kalindi. Kalindi means Yamuna. Now why river Yamuna, Mother Yamuna is called as Kalindi? Anybody knows why it is called as Kalindi? Because Lord Krishna takes bath, and Krishna being Kala, so it's called as Kalindi. And another thing is that Kalindi also means that in this age of Kali, those who take bath in this Yamuna river, he'll be freed from the effect of Kali Yuga. That is why she is also called as Kalindi. So our dear Lord Sri Krishna, Kadachita Kalindi Tata, he is actually standing where? On the bank of Mother Yamuna. And what is he doing? Sangeetaka Ravo. And he is playing his flute, and actually making or coming out of that is a very wonderful music. And when Lord Krishna sings or he plays his flute, Basari, then all the people get enchanted. And the people, those who get enchanted, there is no limit for that. Even Lord Vishnu gets enchanted, even Brahma gets enchanted, Lord Shiva gets enchanted, and most importantly, all the gopis get enchanted. They leave everything aside and they just run behind Krishna's. Where is the sound coming from? And they do not care whether it's a night or the middle of the day or middle of the night. They keep all the social etiquette outside and just come running for that, hearing that beautiful sound or the beautiful music, Sangeetaka, coming out of the Lord Krishna's Basari. In fact, there is one particular chapter in Srimad Bhagavatam dedicated for the glorification of Krishna's Venu, and it is called as Venu Gita. And what is the chapter number? Where does it come? Which canto it comes? By default 10th. Very good. And chapter number? Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, ऐसे मैंने स्विच कर लिया.
So, you have the translation, Prabhu? You have the translation? You can read?
Yes,
We should display here, but now we cannot.
Hare Krishna. Sometimes, in a great happiness, Lord Jagannath makes a loud concert with his flute in the cruise on the bank of Yamuna. He is like a bumblebee, tasting and beautiful lotus-like faces of the cowherd damsels of Vraja, and great personalities such as Lakshmi, Shiva, Brahma, Indra, and Ganesha worship his lotus feet. May that Jagannath Swami be the object of my vision.
Patgami Bhavatu me. So here, sometimes Lord Krishna, or sometimes or in the past, before Lord Krishna appeared as a Jagannath, and Adi Shankaracharya is glorifying Krishna here. He is saying that on the bank of Yamuna, Krishna is standing there, on his hand is the basari, and he is singing. And now here it is compared with the Swada Madhupa. Madhupa means, Madhu means? Madhupa means honey, and Madhupa means the bumblebee. Now the bumblebee goes, where does it go? It goes to the lotus and takes the nectar out of that. So similarly, our dear Lord Sri Krishna, what is he doing? He is actually taking the swad of what? He is taking the swad of the lotus faces of all the gopis. Mudabhira Nari. Now who are these Naris? Who are the Naris here? Gopis, the gopis of Vrindavan, Brajavasis. In fact, it is said that Ramya Kanchita Vara Vadhu Upasana. So the best worship is mentioned by Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is that the worship done by the gopis is the topmost worship. And the worship done by gopis is the topmost, and that is where the topmost devotees of Krishna are the gopis. And when Krishna sees that, he becomes very happy. And it is analogy. It is compared with just like the bumblebee goes and takes the nectar from the lotus flower. Similarly, Krishna is having that enjoyment, the swad from the lotus faces of all the gopis. Now somebody may say that, okay, here he is talking about something different. Somebody is taking the nectar of the lotus faces of the gopis, but he is not an ordinary person. Who is that person? That person is being worshipped by whom? He is worshipped by Rama. Who is Rama? Lakshmi ji. Now how does Lakshmi worship Lord Vishnu or Narayan? Pada Sevanam. Then Rama, Shambhu, did it come? Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 4. So, when Lord Krishna is glorifying Lord Shambhu or Mahadevji is glorifying Krishna, that is called as Rudra Git. And what about Brahmadev? Brahma Samhita, right? And what is the first stanza of Brahma Samhita? Ishvara Parama Krishna Sachidananda Vigraha Govinda Sarva Karana Karanam. And what about Lord Ganesha? Ganesha is writing Srimad Bhagavatam, and the whole Srimad Bhagavatam is glorifying, right, our Lord Sri Krishna. So in a way that he is actually worshipping things. So Lord is not an ordinary person, he is being worshipped. And in Srimad Bhagavatam, when the whole earth, the mother earth is actually being burdened by all the sinful activities, now where do they go? All the devatas. They go to the Lord Vishnu and pray that now the whole earth is actually burdened, we need your help. So now who all are go there? Lord Brahma, Lord Shiva and all the devatas, they go there and they worship Lord Vishnu that please help us, do something. And that is so from Srimad Bhagavatam we understand that all the devatas always worship Lord Sri Krishna, and that is why he is not an ordinary soul. He is the supreme personality of Aham Sarvasya Prabho Mata Sarvam Pravartate Iti Matva Bhajante Mam Buddha Bhava Samanvita. That supreme Lord become the object of my worship. So here now Shankaracharya, Adi Shankaracharya is glorifying what? First is glorifying Vrindavan, he is glorifying Yamuna, he is glorifying Gopis of Vrindavan, he is glorifying Devatas because they are glorifying Krishna. Anybody who worship Krishna, they are actually glorified. So this the first sloka is about Krishna. Who was he or who is he in his real form or the original form is Lord Sri Krishna, who is standing on the bank of Yamuna. It is said that Rupa Goswami says that when sometimes you have to glorify something, you can glorify in a positive way or you can glorify in a negative way. He says that if you are so attached to this material world, don't go to the bank of Yamuna, because there is one personality who is very crooked. He is actually folded in three different ways, and if you go there, you will actually forget all your attachment to the material things. Please do not go if you want to continue your attachment to the material world. In a positive way, that forget about everything. Come and take shelter of Sarva Dharman Pariteja Mam Ekam Sharanam Raj. You take a shelter of our dear Lord Sri Krishna, and that is why it is mentioned that this Kadachita Kalindi Tata. Tata means on the bank. Vipina Sangita. Now how he is actually generating the Sangit? By playing his flute. Now how is his form? His form is very beautiful, and that is the second stanza.
Bhuja Savyavenum Sirasi Siki Puncham Karita De
Bhuje Savyavenu Shirasi Sika Pincha Taterita De
Yugalamam Mitra Pesaka Sadakam विहरन्ते
दुकूल नेत्रान्ते सहचर कटाक्ष विदधते
सदा श्रीवृन्दावन वसति लीलापरिचयो
सदा श्रीमद्वृन्दावन वसति लीला परिचय
जगन्नाथ स्वामी नयन पथगामी भवतु मे
जगन्नाथ स्वामी नयन पथगामी भवतु मे. If Yogesh Prabhu is okay and Deep Prabhu is okay, he can also, he sings nicely as well. If you can compare. So now how is this Bhuje Savya? Savya means? Savya means? In Bhagavad Gita, yes. Bhagavad Gita chapter 11, where Lord Krishna is displaying his 11th chapter, what he is saying? Universal form. At that time, 11.31, 32, 33, somewhere, Lord Krishna is saying that you are a Bhavya Savya Sachi. Right? Savya Sachi means you are actually can you use your bow and arrow with your left hand as well as and right hand, of course. So that Bhuje Savya Venu. Now what Lord is having in his left hand? Venu. And of course now he is playing Basari with his that Shirasi. On his Shira means on his head, what is there? Sika Pincham Katitate. So on his Shirasi there is the peacock feather. And the question may come, why does our Lord Krishna wear a peacock feather on his head? He always choose the best of that. So okay, wonderful.
There was one peacock who actually, out of the service towards Krishna, he gave a feather. And just to show that how much Krishna loves his devotees, he just kept it on.
So the background of that, wonderful, thanks Prabhu. So the background of that, our dear Lord, he has no other functionality. He either plays and he dances. And so once he was so mesmerizingly dancing, all the peacock came and they said, oh, why, what is happening here? Because when Krishna does, everybody get mesmerized. Nobody in this material world cannot remain without getting astonished when they comes in contact, because Krishna iti akarsite, he can attract anyone. He can attract asuras, he can attract devatas, he can attract anyone in this material world. And that is why he is called as Krishna. And once he was dancing, all the peacock actually came and they started dancing, and they were dancing and they were dancing. At the end of that, they were so happy, so happy. They said that out of our gratitude, we want to give some gift. And the king or the leader of that peacock, the peacock gang, they came and they offered peacock feather. May you wear. And then Krishna said, okay, thank you very much. And as a matter of, our Lord is always very grateful. Even if a small thing we do, he never forget. Our founder Acharya Srila Prabhupada said that in 1970s, in the very beginning, in San Francisco temple, he said that if you come and just fix a screw in your temple, our Lord will never forget. He's so grateful. And even Srila Prabhupada, he would always say that my spiritual master gave all you American boys and girls, now they are helping me. He's always grateful. So here, that was one of the reason. And another reason that goes back to Ramayana. Our dear Lord, Prabhu Ramchandraji, once they were searching water and they were not able to find the water. So then there was a peacock. And that peacock was actually say, okay, I will give a direction, I will help. So instead of giving Google map, he said, I have a very different ways of GPS. He said that the path is very difficult, but what I will do, every time I go, I will drop my peacock, the feather, and you can follow that route. And then you can come to the place where you can find the water, and then you can have your thirst get quenched. And then when Lord Krishna's Lord Prabhu Ramchandraji started following, and what happens, peacock naturally actually gives off shed their feather, no problem. But if they artificially or forcefully shed their feather, actually they die. And here, this peacock was actually not natural but artificially dropping that feather. And Lord Ram actually went there, and finally his thirst was quenched, and he was very happy. And Lord Ram is also, he will never forget. He said that whatever that you have sacrificed, I will remember when I come as Shama Sundar, and at that time, as a matter of gratitude, I always have the peacock feather on my head. And that is our dear Lord Shama Sundara. Bhagwan Sri Krishna ki. Very, very grateful, always very grateful. So, Bhuje Savya Venu Shri Rasi Sika Pincha Katita Te Dukula Netrante Sahachara Kataksha Vidatate. Kataksha. Now, what is he doing? He is having the sidelong glance. And with that sidelong glance, he is having a wonderful pastimes with all the Brajavasis, all the Gopas, and also specifically all the Gopis. And on top of and among the Gopis, the topmost is Srimati Radharani. And what does he do actually? And where does he live? Where does Krishna live? Among the devotees. But specifically, his location is also mentioned. And what is that location? And Adi Shankaracharya is saying, Sada. Sada means always. Srimat Vrindavan Vasati. He is always stationed in Vrindavan. And what is he doing? He is not doing any worldly affair activities or something. What is he doing? Sada Srimat Vrindavan Vasati Lila Parichaya. And he is always engaged in performing the wonderful pastimes along with all his Brajavasis. It is not that Krishna does not perform pastimes other places. He does perform the pastimes in Vrindavan, he does perform the pastimes in Mathura, he does perform pastimes in Dwarka, he does perform pastimes many other places and earthly planets, some other places also. But the topmost of his Leela is at Yendaku. Why? Why his pastimes at Vrindavan is the topmost?
Because in Vrindavan, the mood of the devotee and Krishna towards the devotees is of pure love and devotion. Whereas others, they are mixed with opulence and devotion.
Very, very intimate loving exchanges. And wherever there is a very intimate loving exchanges, the pastimes becomes even more joyful, right? If somebody goes in office, or then it's a very formal relationship, right? Then you will not have that your heartfelt things. Here, Krishna is having very wonderful pastimes, very intimate pastimes. In fact, sometimes when he is having the pastimes with the Gopas, they are having, when the small kids they are playing, and somebody has to know that at that time Krishna is actually becoming a horse, and all the Gopas actually they are riding on his back. Can you imagine such type of pastimes? If somebody says, what your Lord is doing? Oh, our Lord is actually herding the cows. And what he does, he's playing with the cowherds. And what does he do there? He actually does that, he become a horse and they're riding on his back. What kind of Lord is yours? Right, once one French personality, he came and he wanted to know who is the Supreme Lord, right? You would have heard the pastime, did you? No, he went to the different temples, and in different temples, the Lord is in different avatars and with the different weapons. Sometimes he is with the sword, sometimes he is with the shield, sometimes with the bhal, what called as the trishul. And then he said that they have some functionalities, right? When you have a weapon, it means you have some function to do, you have some work to do that. But then he comes to a place where our dear Lord has no other functionality. All he has, only Venu in his hand, he is dancing. He must be the Supreme Lord. And I surrender to that. So that is how the Lord has no other functionality. So what is he doing? Sada Srimata Vrindavan Vasati Lila Parichayo. All he is doing is only wonderfully doing his pastimes. And such a pastimes are such pastimes in Vrindavan so attracting, and that is why our founder Acharya Srila Prabhupada, he translated a 10th canto as a Srimad Bhagavatam as a Krishna book, volume 1 and volume 2. He said that Krishna's pastimes in Vrindavan are like our window to the spiritual world. So beautiful, so elevated. That Lord, Jagannatha Swami Nayana Patagami Bhavatu Mem. So there will be quiz at the end of that. You have to tell what was the first stanza, because you have to be attentive. Otherwise, it becomes little challenging. So what was the first stanza? That is right. But what is the essence of that? Where were he? If one line, where were he? So where were he? On the bank of Yamuna, and playing the flute,
and
drawing the nectar from the lotus faces like the naris. And who are those naris? Gopis. And then he is being worshipped by Rama, Shambhu, Brahma, Amarapati, and Ganesha Archita Pado. He is being worshipped by all these great personality. And may that Lord become the object of my vision. And what is the second? What is his form? And how is his form? Bhuje Venu Savya. See, he is having a left hand, actually this left hand, so he is holding Venu. Then on his head there is a peacock. Then he is having the sideway glance. And then where is he reciting? What is his location? The altitude and the latitude and the longitude is mentioned there, and that is going to the Srimad Vrindavan. What is he doing there? He is actually Vasati Lila Paricha. May that Jagannath Swami become the object of my vision. Jagannath Swami Nayana Patagami Bhavatu Me. Now this was only 1 and 2. Now once you go to 3, you have to go back to all. So you have to be very attentive. And you cannot ref on your notebooks also. Now this is the taste of memory. Now the next now Shankaracharya is talking about that. Now where are you now currently? Where is he currently now? Yes, Prabhu. Mahambodhe tire kanaka ruchire nila sikare. Vasan prasandata sad bala badre badrena balina. Subhadra madhyastha sakala sura seheva vasaro. Jagannath Swami Nayana Patagami Bhavatu Me. Jagannath Swami Nayana Patagami Bhavatu Me. Translation.
On the shore of the great ocean, within a large palace, atop the brilliant golden Nilachala hill, Lord Jagannatha resides with his powerful brother Balabhadra and his sister Subhadra, who sits between them. May that Jagannath Swami, who bestows the opportunity for devotional service upon all godly souls, be the object of my vision.
Mahambodhe means ocean. Now, what is this ocean now? What is this reference to ocean? What is this now giving indication of that? Puri, yes. Mahambodhar tire kanaka ruchire nila. Kanaka ruchire nila shikhare. On the shikhara means top of that. So on the bank of ocean, there is a mountain called as Nilachala. On that Nilachala, on the top of that Shikhara, Nilachala, oh my dear Lord, you are actually reciting there on the shore of the great ocean within the large. There is a palace on top of that Shikhara. There, Lord Jagannath is actually reciting. And how is he? Is he alone? Or is somebody with whom he is there? He is with Prasandata Sahaja Bala Bhadrena Balina, very powerful personality. And who is that powerful personality? Balabhadra and Madhyastha. So Jagannath ji, Baladev ji, and Madhyastha is Subhadra. And now somebody may say, why is actually talking about Balabhadra and Shankaracharya? Why is not talking about Radharani here? Why is not talking about Radharani? Why is he talking about Baladev and Subhadra? So the history goes back to the one of the pastimes that you heard last time. You heard the pastime last time, right? What are the pastime that you heard last time? Last Sunday. I was told that I got the message that this pastime is already discussed last Sunday.
So the Gopikas go to Mother Rohini.
Yes.
And they ask her to talk about the pastime that he was in.
Our dear Lord Krishna, he performed the pastimes a decade plus in Vrindavan. And when he's leaving, the personality called Akrura comes and to take him. And then Lord goes to that. And when he's going there, all the Brajavasis actually started crying. Even Nanda Maharaj and all the Gopas and all the Gopis. And they said, now we cannot take Krishna back. How can we? We have no life without Krishna. Our life without Krishna is a void, shunyam. We cannot leave that. But somehow Nanda Maharaj was a king, so he has to do some formalities. So he was actually managing the show with Akrura. And then Krishna is now ready to go. He already boarded the Rath and ready to go along with Akrura. And at that time the gopis came. He said, you cannot go, my dear Lord. What would be our life without you? We have spent so much of time with you, so much of wonderful pastimes. Your venue, that pastimes on the bank of Yamuna. How can our life without you? Oh my dear Lord, please do not go. And Krishna said that he consoled each and every, he expanded and he consoled each and every, pacified each and every gopis, saying that, don't worry, I will come back. And with that, and they were actually ready, all the gopis, all they were actually a whole life, they were having with all the peacock, parrot, or the cows. But now here you have horses, have elephant. They somehow removed all the horses from that. Whoever the charioteer, he removed him. He said that you cannot take now Rath, chariot. Not only that, in front of the chariot they laid their life. Sometimes protest will happen, no? Like that they started protesting. And Akrura, if you want to take Krishna to Mathura, you have to cross on top of our body. Then only you can take that. In fact, your name is Akrura, but you are not Akrura. He is Mahakrura. You are taking our dear, the Lord of our heart of our heart. Dear Krishna, you are taking. What would be our life without that? So all the gopis were crying. They were weeping, they are hoping that so much of separation. And that separation, it is not only the gopis have, our dear Lord Krishna also had a separation. And when he goes to Mathura, and from Mathura he performed the pastimes, killing someone XYZ. And then he goes to Dwarkas, he had 16,108 queens, and they were serving Krishna with all their heart, palace. And but all the gopis, all the queens, they were wondering, we are giving all our heart, but Krishna is a whole daytime we are observing Shantanu that he is not, he's absent mind daytime. He's lost somewhere. And night time, suddenly he will say, Gopi, oh Lalita, oh Vishaka, oh Radhike, where are you? Then he will say, oh Maya, oh Nanda Baba, where are you? Then he will say, Maya, please give me something, I'm hungry, I want to sit on your lap, please give me something, I want makhan, I want that butter, something that. And suddenly he will say, oh Dhavali, oh this cow, that cow, and he's calling everybody and crying the whole night. The whole bed is actually wet because of that. I do not understand what is happening to this Krishna. And then all the queens are also coming. She said, no, Rukmini, not only you. I thought that it is only me that I am experiencing all the gopis are experiencing, all the queens are experiencing the same thing. And this is not only one day. It is the business every night. Same thing happens. As soon as he goes to bed, he starts crying, calling all the gopis day after day, one moment of other moment. What is the root cause of that? We want to understand. We are serving him with wholehearted, but still there is something that he is not enjoying here. There must be something that Vishaya Vini Vartante Nira Harasya. Then we know, right, that if you have some lower taste, if you get the higher taste, immediately you give up the lower taste. Similarly, our dear Lord King here, he must be getting something higher. Who can tell us? We wanted to understand that. And there was only one personality who can understand. And who was that? Mother Rohini. And Prabhu was saying Mother Rohini. And why Mother Rohini? Yes, she was there in Vrindavan. Where were we? Dwarka. Rohini Devi. So then said, it is only Rohini who can actually tell all those pastimes. Nobody can tell. So then the gopis call, the queens call Rukmini Devi and they request, please come and narrate these pastimes. We want to understand exactly क्या है, उसमें क्या जादू है, what is the mystical things about that. We want to hear about that. Then Rohini Devi says that, yes, I will tell you, but only on one condition. And that, what is that condition? This your king, no, he should not hear that. If this king hears, he is already mad night time, he will become the superman daytime also, and he will not even stay for a minute here. Immediately he will start running to Vrindavan. You will be in big trouble. Then what to do? You have to do something. So you have to have an anechoic chamber. Now what is the anechoic chamber? When we actually work on the vehicle, there is something called as NVH, noise and vibration. We do that. So that the chamber is a soundproof. So we have to have a soundproof place where I will tell all those things, but somebody should not hear outside. But Krishna and Baladev, if they hear that, they will come and they will do the gate crash. They will come immediately and do all these things. Then we should have some guard on the door. And who would be that? Subhadra. So Subhadra Mai, you stand outside of the gate and I will tell. And when our Rohini Devi start telling about these gopis, they have given their life for Krishna. They cannot even leave one moment. And she start telling about that. And Krishna in a which hall? He's in, what is the name of that hall in Dwarka where he's doing all these, activities of all things. Sudharma hall. And when he hears something, he gets some WhatsApp message or something, and Krishna says, okay, I cannot live without that. How can we when there is Vrindavan pastimes and I am not there? This is impossible. Immediately Krishna comes there. But then Subhadra Mai is saying that, oh, bhai, aap nahi ja sakte andar. There is a problem. Kya chal raha hai? I want to go and hear that. And then she says that, I will not allow you. He said, देखिए, अभी जन्माष्टमी आ जाएगा, उसके बाद राधाष्टमी, उसके बाद रक्षाबंधन आ जाएगा, right? Then you will tie Rakhi to that. I will not accept if you do not allow me now. So then said, okay, don't worry, we will do some deal here. I will just allow you to hear to the wall of that. And our dear Lord Krishna start hearing the pastime which is inside that palace. Now along with Krishna, who is there? Balabhadra. And then Subhadra. And with that pastimes, Krishna exhibited a super transcendental bhav. With that bhav, his eyes actually blossomed like a lotus. His face become like a lotus. His actually eyes become dilated. And then his hand actually shrunk inside. His leg shrunk inside. And that is the form of Lord Jagannath. And when Krishna transformed this transcendental form in Jagannath ji, Baladev also transformed, and Subhadra, who was supposed to be God, she also got into the transcendental form. And when Mother Rohini was actually doing that, she also got into the transcendental form. And suddenly there was just like a power goes, the power went, and Krishna couldn't actually hear that katha, and he came to his natural form. And then Devarsi Naradji comes there, and he said, I saw that, oh my dear Lord, I saw that Jagannatha Swami Nayana Patagami, I saw that you are that form. He said, oh my dear Naradji, kya chahiye aapko? He said that, I want one benediction. And what is that benediction? He said that, whatever the form that you have shown, oh my dear Lord, I want the whole world should see that form. And that form, he said, Lord said, Tathastu. And that is how this form will appear very soon on that place called as Nilachal and Jagannath Puri. I will be depicting or demonstrating this form of Jagannath Baladev Subhadra Maharani ki. There is another pastimes which you might not have heard. And the other pastime now, this is in Dwarka. This pastime I read from the book of His Holiness Gaur Govind Swami Maharaj, and he writes that this pastime is actually told by Shad Goswamis of Vrindavan. So what happened? One day, now Krishna, not only the gopis are going to this separation, even Krishna goes into the separation. One day, for the feeling of separation, now what happens? Now the pastimes when Krishna is exhibiting this bhava we cannot understand. Because this bhava, we need a purity to understand the pure consciousness to see that. Not only that, because we have not experienced in this material world. Because in this material world, the most of the times what we are enjoying, dukkhalayam ashashvatam. Sometimes there is a gap between that, and sometimes we will enjoy some happiness in the gap between that, and that too is very limited for a very shorter period of time. We do not have experience of enjoying the topmost of that. Sometimes when we are in difficulties, we get the tears. Sometimes we are happy, somebody cracks the IS exam or something like that, they may have tears, or NEET exam or tears, or something else, they will have tears. The topmost they will have tears. But topmost of that, your eyes are becoming bigger, your hands are shrinking. This is not possible. We cannot have. It is only the Lord can actually exhibit such kind of things. So Lord Krishna, once he was in Dwarka, and he got into that, he actually he became unconscious. Now at that time, it happened to be Naradji was there, and Uddhavji was also there at that point of time. Now they were saying, now what to do that? Now Lord is unconscious. Now we have to do something so that we can bring him in a consciousness. फिर उद्धव जी बोलते हैं देवर्षि नारद जी को, आप है ना वीणा पे you start singing the Vrindavan pastimes, and when our dear Lord hear the Vrindavan pastimes, we will actually become a conscious. Then Uddhavji says, we have a problem here. He said, now if you start talking about the pastimes of Vrindavan, Krishna become a conscious, but what will happen? Immediately he will start running to Vrindavan. We have to make some arrangement to have chariot for him. So then, okay, we'll make a chariot, but Krishna goes there because already all the Brajavasis, they are in such a ecstasy. When they see Krishna, they will go into the spiritual ecstasy. Our Krishna will not come back. So we have to make some arrangement. And what is the arrangement we have to make? Let's make some arrangement that somebody goes up front there, tell all the Brajavasis, like make arrangement that Krishna is coming, so that they forget that separation, the feeling of separation. They are very happy to welcome. Krishna goes there, he is very happy there, and then Krishna will come back. Now, so this is the arrangement they make. Then Narad ji said, okay, Uddhav ji, आप चले जाइए, आपके लिए एक रथ arrangement करते हैं, we'll make some arrangement for रथ, and then you go. Uddhav said, I have a problem here. I did a mistake. This Krishna, he told me once, you go there and give the message, right? Yes, Prabhu? Give the message that very soon, don't worry, gopis. He went to console all the gopis, Brajavasis, Maya, Yashoda, Nanda Baba, that you go there and give the message, and very soon Krishna will come. Krishna told me that you go. This Krishna, he did not fulfill his promise. And every day I am telling Baba, go there, and no, he said, I have this work, I will finish that, and then I have this work. He has not gone there. If I go there and all the gopis say, oh, liar has come, they will not even believe on my word. I think Balbhadra should go first, right? And then Balaramji said, Acharya says that even Balbhadra also went once, and he also promised that Krishna will come. And when I came back, I am telling Krishna, go there. Krishna is not listening to me. This Krishna was very nice in Vrindavan, but now in Dwarka is not listening. He is busy only in administrating work. He is not listening to me. Even if I go there and give the message, nobody will listen to me. Now what to do? Even Naraji in difficulties, Uddhavji in difficulties, everybody is now searching the solution for a problem, right? There should be some solution for the problem. Then Subhadra says, don't worry, I will actually go first. Make an arrangement of Ratha for me. I will go there. Because all the gopis and because I am lady, they will listen to me. They said, okay, Subhadra is telling, that means Krishna will come. I will go there first. And I am telling, Bhaiya is also coming, Baladev is also coming, and very soon they will be reaching here, because Krishna is being welcomed by all the people there. So he is taking some more time, he will come. And so they made an arrangement for a Ratha there. So now there is one Ratha for Subhadra Devi. Then Baladev says that if Subhadra is going, Krishna will go. How can I be alone without them? Let's make the second Ratha arrangement for Balabhadra also. Now these two Rathas are made arranged. Now there should be one Ratha for our dear Lord Sri Krishna. And what was the Ratha there? For Krishna, the Ratha was made for Krishna also. And what was the plan, that how can we make Krishna conscious from that unconscious state to the conscious? pastimes of Vrindavan by Devarsi Naradji by playing Veena. And then Balabhadra and Balabhadra's Rath starts, then followed by Subhadra's Rath. And that is how happens in Jagannathji. First goes the Rath of Balabhadra, then goes the Rath of Subhadra Mai, and then comes to our dear Lord Jagannathji. Now Naradji started playing Veena, the pastimes of Vrindavan, and as soon as Krishna heard that, he got up and he actually exhibited the Tribhangal form. And because he has never shown this Tribhanga form there, and immediately he said, "Oh Uddhavji, you also came to Vrindavan? Oh Naradji, aap kya kar rahe Vrindavan mein?" And then they said, "Oh actually, oh dear Lord, you are not in Vrindavan, you are in Dwarka here." Huh? Dwarka, I have to go to Vrindavan. Immediately make an arrangement for that. And then Krishna goes to Vrindavan. But now, before Krishna goes to Vrindavan, all the gopis and especially Radharani, she is about to leave her life. She is actually fainted unconsciousness. All the gopis are actually trying to tell him that don't worry, Krishna will come very soon. And at that moment, Krishna appears. All the Brajavasis are very happy. All the gopis, Lalita, Vishaka goes to the Radharani, whisper in her left ear that Krishna had come. And Vishaka goes to right ear and whispers her in ear that Krishna had come. And when Krishna saw Radharani in that form, in that topmost of the spiritual ecstasy, again Krishna's face actually blossomed like a lotus flower. Krishna's eyes dilated like the big eyes. And then his hands actually got shrunken, his leg got shrunken by seeing that form. And then Balabhadra started exhibiting the same thing. Maya, Subhadra started exhibiting the form, and the same form is nothing but Jagannath Baldev Subhadra Mai ki. And when that exhibited, when Krishna sees Radharani, then he became again conscious, and Krishna goes to there, and Radharani come to consciousness because Lalita Vishaka told. And then Krishna standing there, Srimati Radharani standing there, and happily having the wonderful union of them. He said, "Where is the viraha?" There is no viraha here. And that wonderful pastime continues. So Lord Krishna, in the separation of Radha Viraha Vidur, and our Lord Gauranga Mahaprabhu is Krishna Viraha Vidur, in the form, in Krishna himself, in the bhava of Srimati Radharani, in the mood of separation from Lord Sri Krishna, and that is Lord Gauranga Mahaprabhu. See, Rath Yatra, so this is how the another pastimes actually told by Shad Goswamis. So this is the Jagannath Baldev Subhadra Mai, which actually having the pastimes at so the question that was why this pastime, I was thinking why the pastime came, because why not with Srimati Radharani, why with Balabhadra, and why with Subhadra? Because these are the two pastimes which actually link to that having. And again Naradji also there comes there, and Naradji said, "Kuch to karo." Naradji said, then Lord said, "Don't worry, again I will come and show these pastimes on the bank of ocean." And that is how Jagannathji comes and give the blessings and mercy to all the people there, especially in the age of Kali. Next, Prabhu.
Kripa parabara sa jala jala datre niruchiro.
Rasa jala jala datre niruchiro.
Ramavani Rama Spruhada Mala Pankheru Mukha.
Ramavani Rama Spurada Amala Pankhe Mukha.
Surendra Bhatuti Dana Sikha Gita Charito.
Surendra Radha Sruti Gana Sikha Gita Charito. Jagannath Swami Nayana Pratagami Bhavatune. Jagannath Swami Nayana Pratagami Bhavatune.
Lord Jagannath is an ocean of mercy, as beautiful as a row of blackish rain clouds. He is the storehouse of bliss for Lakshmi and Saraswati, and his face resembles a spotless, full-blown lotus, the best of demigods and sages worship him. and the Upanishads hide his glories, made that Jagannath Swami be the object of my vision.
Now the quiz. What was the first stanza? Just quickly. On the bank of Yamuna. Second. On the left hand side and on the left hand side and okay. And third stanza. On the shore of ocean, along with his brother Balabhadra and Madhyastha Subhadra. And now here, who is this Lord Jagannath Ji? He is the Krupa Paravar. He is the ocean of the mercy. Krupa Paravar. And how do you know the Lord is actually ocean of mercy? He is the ocean of mercy because he is coming on the road to give the mercy to the people, right? Have you seen any Vishnu form deity coming outside of his Mula Vigraha? Never comes outside of that. Once he is installed, There is no way that once this only can happen in our initial days, 1967, when Srila Prabhupada was in San Francisco and he installed Jagannath Baldev Subhadra. Probably if time permits, we'll come back to these past times. And these Western devotees, they did not know much things, so they took Jagannath Ji on the for the ride because they thought that Lord has to be taken. They did not know that we cannot move once but of course Jagannath Ji is Jagannath Ji. So then Prabhupada said, oh, we should not do pastimes of Rath Yatra here. So that is how Rath Yatra pastimes came in San Francisco. So Lord, have you seen anybody? If we are sick, we go to doctor. But if you are too sick, Yogesh Prabhu, doctor comes to us. And that is the mercy of Lord. When you are not allowed to enter in a temple, don't worry. I come and give my darshan to you. So that is how so merciful Lord Jagannath Ji. And not only he comes and give a darshan, he will wait for his devotee to give a darshan. And there was once a devotee that called his name is a Salabega. You would have heard at the pastimes of Salabega. And for the Mataji's satisfaction, so this pastime goes to the Salabeg. Salabeg's father is some beg, XYZ beg, who is a Muslim, and his mother is a Hindu. And this Salabeg has a very naturally love for Lord Jagannath Ji. But the problem is that he cannot enter Jagannath Ji's temple, and he can take a darshan only once in a year. So he would actually wait eagerly to have a darshan of Jagannath Ji. Every year after year, only opportunity that he had to have darshan of Jagannath Ji only during the Rath Yatra. 1 year, so he was actually said, now let me go and take a darshan of Vrindavan. So he goes to Vrindavan. And then he is having a darshan of Vrindavan temple. And meanwhile, somehow at that time his WhatsApp was not working. He did not get the message that Jagannath Rath Yatra is actually coming very soon. And there was no committee to celebrate the Rath Yatra. So now he missed some time. Now he realized that, oh my God, now time has come for Rath Yatra. I must run. Now immediately started crying. Oh my dear Lord, now I will miss opportunity to take a darshan of you. Then he comes running, and here our dear Lord Jagannath Ji said, okay, don't worry, I am there. And when the Rath Yatra was going, Jagannath Ji stuck there. He stuck there. Rath is not moving at all. And then when Salabeg comes there, and when he take a darshan, and then Ratha actually starts moving. That is how Lord is so dear and merciful. Krupa Paravar. There is no limit for his Paravar. He is like an ocean of mercy. There is no limit for his mercy. Coming outside, giving a darshan itself is a bigger mercy. And not only that, earlier days, even people, Lord's hand is like this. Please come and embrace. I want to embrace you, all of you. And that is how. And people used to go and embrace those. And who are those people who are embracing? Anybody and everybody used to go and embrace Lord Jagannath Ji, whether he's from this faith or that faith, whether you have taken bath, you have not taken bath, you are atheist, you are atheist, does not matter, whether you have taken this or you have taken gutka, does not matter. Lord Jagannath Ji will come and embrace you. Can we see any merciful Lord? Krupa Paravara. And how is he? Sahajala Jalada Sreni Ruchira. His face is like a Jalada. Jala means Jalada, who gives the water. And who gives the water? Cloud. So Krishna, Jagannath Ji's face is like a cloud. And not only one, many, multiple. And then what is he doing? Rama. Rama means Lakshmi Devi. Vani means Devi Saraswati. And Rama means he's giving happiness to them. Rama, Vani, Rama. And who is he? He is Amala. Mala means dirt. Amala means no dirt. Pankhema Rukham Mukham means Pankham means is like a dust or mud. From that mud, what comes from the mud? Lotus. Whose face is like a lotus, resplendent like a lotus. Who is like Amala, who is not, who is a spotless, whose face like a lotus. That lotus face like personality, Rama, he is giving a satisfaction to Rama and Vani. Rama and Vani. That is to Lord Srimati Lakshmi Devi and Devi Saraswati ji. And who all are that actually serving him? Who is giving what opportunity he is giving? Surendra Aradhya Shruti Gana Shikha Gita Charito. So all these personalities, Devatas, Surendra Aradhya Shruti Gana Shikha Gita, all these Upanishads sing his glories. May that Lord Jagannath Swami be the object of my Surendra Aradhya. So even Devatas and the sages, everybody is actually singing his glories, and may that Jagannath become the object of my Lord. When Lord Jagannath ji appeared, Nil Madhav, Indradyumna Maharaj gave benediction to Indradyumna Maharaj, 3 benediction, and one of the benediction that he asked is that, oh my dear Lord, you should not sleep. Your temple should be open all the time. Only one prahara. One prahara means Moor Gante, 3 hours. That only 3 hours your temple should be closed. And in that 3 hours, even Lord is not even sleeping. Devatas are coming and worshipping that Surendra Aradhya Shruti Gana. They are glorifying Krishna. And how do we know that actually Devatas are coming and worshipping Lord Sri Krishna there? Once Indra also came there. Once Bibhishan came, and there was one Mataji, there was one what you call Panda. His name is Patra something. At the middle of night, he finished his worshipping Jagannath ji, and he was actually going home. And as he was going home, he saw the shadow of 18 feet long. And he said, must be someone. He was little scared, and he was running, going to his home. And he said, who are you to following me? He said, I am Vibhishan. He said, what Vibhishan? What is the proof that you are Vibhishan? What are you doing here? He said that when you are closing the door, we are coming Devatas and taking a darshan. So even that 3 hours, Devatas are actually taking darshan of Lord Jagannath ji. He said, what is the proof? We want the proof, right? What is the evidence that you are Vibhishan? He said, I give my armlet. And then he gives that armlet, just like a bracelet, there is an armlet. So he gives the armlet, and that armlet is such a big and huge that it is like the wheel of Rath of Lord Jagannath ji. Because that time Bibhishan 18 feet long shadow, you can imagine how tall he is. And to lift that, this Patra needed some 4 or 5 people to lift that and brought. It is said, and I heard from devotees, that even if you go to today Jagannath Puri, you can see that armlet of Bibhishan there. So even Surendra Aradhya, Shruti Gana, Sikha Gita, all the Vedas, Upanishad personified, they are singing the glories of Lord Jagannatha. Be careful, because when I go to the next slide, you will not have opportunity to know this slide. So I go to the next slide now. Ratha Rudo Gachan.
रथारूढ़ो गच्छन् पतिमिलितं भूदेवा पतिलये रथारूढ़ो गच्छन् पतिमिलितं भूदेवा पतिलये स्तुतिप्रभुर्भावं प्रतिपदमुपाकर्ण्य सदया स्तुतिप्रभुर्भावं प्रतिपदमुपाकर्ण्य सदया दया सिंधु बंधु सकल जगतां सिंधु सुतया
दया बंधु सकल जगत सिंधु सुतया
जगन्नाथ स्वामी वैष्णव पदगामी भक्त में जगन्नाथ स्वामी
when Lord Jagannath moves along the road of his Yatra car, at every step large assemblies of Brahmanas loudly chant prayers and sing songs for his pleasure. Hearing their hymn, Lord Jagannath becomes very favorably disposed toward them. He is the ocean of mercy and the true friend of all the world. May that Jagannath Swami, along with his consort Lakshmi, who was born from the ocean of nectar, by the object of my vision.
Be the object of my vision. Now where is now Lord? Lord is on Ratha Aruda. He boarded the Ratha. Ratha Adu Gachin Pathi Milita. Now he is going on this Patha from Sri Mandir to Gundicha Mandir. Starts on Ashadi Dvitiya, right? On the second day of Ashad month, Lord Jagannath goes from this place temple to that temple. And who all are actually glorifying them? Deva, Bhu Deva. Devas means Devatas. And who are Devatas on the earthly planet? Brahmanas. The Brahmanas are called as the Bhudevas. Bhudevas. And what they are doing? They are actually glorifying Krishna. When Krishna is hearing their glories, he is becoming very happy. Namo Brahmanya Devaya, Go Brahmanya Hitaya, Jagat Hitaya, Krishnaya, Govindaya Namo Nama. Stuti Pradurbhavam. Stuti, that hearing the glories by them, he becomes very, very happy. And who is this Krishna? Daya Sindur. He is the ocean of mercy. Daya Sindur. Bandhur Sakala Jagatam. He is the friend of all the world. And Sindhu Sutaya. And not only that, Sindhu means the ocean, Sutaya means the sons and the daughters. All the ocean full of sons and daughters. Everybody and all the living entities are nothing but the daughter and sons of Lord Sri Krishna, right? So, how does Jagannathji's Prasad becomes very famous, Mataji? Once Naradji, we are in the 5th stanza, our time, Prabhu, is up to 12 o'clock, 12:15, and we have 3 more to go. But I will tell the story for the pleasure of Mataji. So, Devarsi Naradji, once he was worshipping Lakshmi Devi, and Lakshmi Devi said, Naradji, aapko kya chahiye? Narad ji bole ki I want Mahaprasad of your Lord Narayana, and she said, okay, I will fulfill your desire. But Lakshmi Devi ji had one challenge, because 2 days ago Lord Narayana had given a condition to him: you should not give my Mahaprasad to anyone. Now Devi Lakshmi is in a big challenge, what to do? So she was thinking, okay, so that day when she was actually serving Narayan ji, so Narayan ji said, Devi ji, आज आपका मूड अच्छा नहीं लग रहा है क्या, क्या कुछ गड़बड़ है क्या? तो लक्ष्मी जी बोलते हैं कि yes, actually नारायण जी, आपने उस दिन जो कंडीशन डाला कि मेरा महाप्रसाद किसी को नहीं देना है, but today Devarshi Narad ji came and he asked Mahaprasad, you tell me what shall I do? Narayan ji said, oh, don't worry, I have a solution for you. So what is the solution? When I turn my face, when I am taking prasad, I am taking bhoga, you can actually take away from my plate and give to Devarshi Narad ji. I said, okay, done, no problem. And then Narayan ji and he is having prasad, having bhoga, and then Devi ji arranges a Garuda. And when Narayan turns towards Garuda, then what does Devi ji does? She actually takes away all prasadam, full plate of prasadam. It has a sandesha, roshogulla, chitranna, dosha, everything. N number of things are there. And I hope we have something out of that today. Devotees will say, Prabhu, you are talking about that, but for what about us? We also have something. Right, Prabhu? What is there, Prabhu, we have? Something is there, don't worry, prasad is there. And then Devarshi Naradji get that prasadam, and as soon as you take a prasadam of Lord Narayana, what will happen? You will not on this world, you are in different world. He started dancing, singing, he goes to all the 14 planetary system here and there, and finally come to the Kailash, and wahan Mahadev ji is there. And Mahadev ji bole, Devarshi ji, aapko kya hua? What happened to you? Something is different. He said, today actually I got Mahaprasadam. He said, wow, wonderful. He started dancing. What about me? He said, sorry, actually I forgot. As soon as somebody gave Mahaprasadam, Devi ji gave Mahaprasadam, I took everything. What kind of friend? We are always together, we are doing some things together, and when it came time for Mahaprasad, you forgot me. This is not fair, Devarsiji. You will have something, please check whether you have some grain or something, some left hand, right hand. He said, your nail something. He said, okay, I have one grain, I will give to that. And then Mahadevji get that one grain of that. And you know what happens? Mahadevji take a prasadam, and Mahadevji started a Tandav Nutya there. All the devatas in difficulties. Oh, Mahadevji, this is not the time for destruction. Please come, what happened? And then Devi Parvati comes there. And Deviji comes and they said, Parvati comes and asks, Mahadevji, kya hua aapko? Kya hua? What is the problem? What is the cause of these things? He said, actually today I got Mahaprasadam. Deviji said, what about me? He said, I also had the same problem. I requested Naradji, he gave something, and now I do not have any prasadam. She said, she became very upset. She became very angry. He said, I will go to the Narayanji and she start worshipping Narayanji. And when she start worshipping Narayan comes personally. He said, Deviji, kya hua? What happened? Today, he said, see that your devotees, Devarsiji did same thing, Mahadevji did same thing. They did not even think about me. Now I want Mahaprasad from you. He said, don't worry. Only that's it. Nah? I will give a full plate of Mahaprasadam. No. I also want my son to get prasadam. Okay, Narayan thought that he has only Ganesh and Kartike. No. I am the whole world is of my sons and daughters. You have to give the whole world. And then Narayanji said, don't worry. I will fulfill your desire. When I come as Lord Jagannathji, and I will be giving prasadam to the whole world. Daya Sindhu Jagat Daya Sindhur Bandhu Sakala Jagat Sindhu Sutaya. The whole world, the ocean of sons and daughters are my thing. And that is how Jagannathji's prasad become very famous. Even devatas come to take prasadam. Even now also. Once one Pandaji was in Anand Bazar, he was actually distributing prasadam. One personality came and he asked, give me prasadam, he give me dalma, give me this, give me that. And this personality had all prasadam. And when the time came for money, he said, I do not have money. He said, then because he was appearing very rich and opulent, this Pandaji thought that, or whoever was distributing, I will get my money back. Now there is a problem. How can I help Lakshmi? Now he said, I do not have money. He said, Hare, what kind of personality? He started running. This Pandaji or whoever is that, he started running. Then they go, he's behind him, and then all finally he goes on the bank of ocean. He said, why are you running? I want my money, Baba. He said, no, who am I? He said, who are you? He said, I am Indradev. Huh? Indradev? Oh, Are, what is the proof that you are Indradev? Okay, very soon my Rath will come, I will go. Then, no, you tell me what is the proof. Okay, I'll give a benediction to you. What is the benediction? He said that I'll give a benediction that if you just desire that you will get a rain. As soon as you put that stick on the things, you will have a rain. He said, okay, let me taste it. And then he does that, and sure enough, there was a rain. And then finally he said, okay, now I understand that you are Indra. Okay, now you are allowed to go. I'm very fortunate that, and the place from where Indradev actually went, that place on the bank of ocean is called as, in Puri, is called as Swargadwara. So in Puri, people actually do the crematorium there, so that they actually go to from that place. So that is a place called as a Swargadwaram. So Swargadwaram, even Indra comes. So Dayara Sindhu Bandhu, he is the ocean of Daya. Sakala Jagata, the whole world. Sindhur Sutaya. Sindhu means the ocean, and the sons and the daughters of that. Here is also said that Sindhu Sutaya. Sindhu Sutaya means the daughter of ocean. And who is the daughter of ocean? Lakshmi Devi. So Adi Shankaracharya says that I also want to worship you along with Sindhu Sutaya. So that is what it is mentioned. So be careful about this stanza before we go to, because I did not ask this time. So what was the last 4 stanzas? Quickly. First was Bank of Yamuna. Second, Venu. Third, Mahambodhir Shikharat. Okay. Fourth,
His face resembles that of a full-grown
His face resembles Krupa Paravara. There is no limit for your ocean. And the fifth, Ratha Arudhana. And then who is worshipping him? Bhudeva Pathalaya. And then by hearing the stutis, he will be becoming very happy. And who are you? Daya, Sindur, Bandhu, Sakala Jagata, Sindhu, Sutaya, whatever it is that. And the next is that sixth.
Param Brahma Pira Kuvalaya Dalapullayano. Param Brahma Pira Kuvalaya Dalapullayano. Nivasi Nilatrauni Nita Charano Nanta Sirasi.
Nirasi Niladri Nito Charano Nanta Sirasi.
Rasanandira Rasa Rasa Vapura Linga Shukho.
Rasanandi Radha Sarasa Vapura Linga Shukho. Jagannatha Swami Oh my.
Lord Jagannatha, whose eyes resemble full-blown lotus petals, is the ornament on Lord Brahma's head. He resides on a Nilachal hill with his lotus feet placed on the head of Anantadeva. Overwhelmed by the measures of love, he joyfully embraced Srimati Radharani's body, which is like a cool pond. May that Jagannath Swami be the object of my vision.
May that Jagannath Swami be object of my vision. This, oh my Lord, now Shankaracharya, Adi Shankaracharya is saying that, who are you, this Krishna? You are a Pida, Para Brahma Pida, you are the crown, you are the supreme personality of Godhead. Adira Adira Govinda Sarva Karana Karanam. Your Nayana are like a Dalot Utpalam, is like the lotus petals. And where do you stay? You are staying at Nivasi Niladro. You are staying at Niladri. And Nihita Charano Ananta Sirasi, and your lotus feet are on the, you have put your feet placed on the head of Ananta Dev. And what do you do there? Rasa Ananda, you actually enjoy the bliss of Srimati Radharani's. And Srimati Radharani is such a separation for Lord Sri Krishna. And once what happened, she was actually telling to gopis, all the other gopis, if I die, please take my body. And okay, she said that, yeah, now I recollect. She said that enough is enough, separation both hoga. I cannot tolerate the separation. Better that I die from this earthly, this Vrindavan place. I'm not able to tolerate the separation from Lord Sri Krishna. Please do something for me. I want to leave this body. And this, she said, please bring me poison. I want to take a wish. It's very topmost pastimes. So, but since it's a devotees here, and we heard, we cannot discuss these pastimes in public, but devotees are here. It's good to hear that the mood of Srimati Radharani. She says, you bring me poison now. And all the gopis said that, even if I give poison, you will not have any impact of this poison. She said, why? The gopis are saying that, why you will have not impact? She said that, Gopi is saying that because you are overdosed by the Amruta nectar of Lord Sri Krishna's wonderful things. She said, how? She said, when you are hearing the music of Lord Sri Krishna's, your ears are actually overdosed by the nectar. So your poison will not have any impact. Your eyes are actually overdosed by the darshan of Lord's lotus feet. Your mouth cannot have any impact because they are overdosed by the Amrut, by taking the name of Lord Krishna, chanting the name of him. So nothing will happen. And so what is left? Flower, the nose. Because you are actually smelling the wind or the aroma coming from the lotus body of Lord Sri Krishna, that is a full nectar. So nothing can actually have any impact because from the four sources, you have the sources of nectar. What are the four sources? ear, eyes, nose and mouth. So nothing will happen. She said, no, I have to die. And I'll tell you that if I die, keep my body on a which tree? Tamala tree. Because Tamala is like a black, and my dear Lord Krishna's body is also black. Let my body be actually hang on the Tamala tree. And they say that if your body is kept there, all the birds will come and take your body. I mean, they will start eating that. Let them eat whatever they want to do, but let my eyes be there alone. They said, why? If my eyes are there, I can see my Shyam Sundar one day will come back and I will have a darshan of that Shyam Sundar. And that is Radha Rani. Rasa Nando Radho Sarasa Vapura Alingana Sako. So what Krishna is doing there? The Jagannath Ji, he is actually having the pastimes. He is joyfully embracing Alingana, to whom Srimati Radha Rani's Sri Anga. He is embracing the Sri Anga. That is the mood of Srimati Radharani. All her life is only for Krishna. If I have anything, nothing is there, is okay. If I have only eyes, I can take a darshan of my dear Lord Shyama Sundar. And that Lord, and when Lord actually embraces Srimati Radharani, he will feel very joyfully, because it is like a cool pond. If you are the place is very hot and you go on the bank of pond, you will actually get the breeze coming from that cool pond. Similarly, Lord Krishna, feeling the separation, when we have Alingan embraces Srimati Radharani, he will actually have that. May that Jagannath Swami become the object of my rasa. These pastimes of Lord Krishna and Srimati Radharani is topmost. It's only our Gaudiya Sampradaya that by the mercy of Acharya that we are able to have access to that, how Lord Krishna is actually having the separation from Srimati Radharani, and how Srimati Radharani is having a separation from Lord Sri Krishna. And both of them, both the crying Lord comes to Jagannath Puri, and that is the explosion. Who is this true crying Lord? The one Lord is Lord Krishna in a Dwaraka Bhava as a opulent. In the separation of Srimati Radharani, he is a Jagannath Ji. And who is another Lord there who is crying and dancing in front of Rath is Lord Gauranga Mahaprabhu. And Lord Gauranga Mahaprabhu is none other than Lord Krishna. In the bhava of Srimati Radharani, feeling the separation of Krishna, that Gauranga Mahaprabhu is dancing, that Lord Jagannath Krishna is dancing in front of Lord Krishna. And when both the crying Lord comes in front of Ratha, there is an explosion. That is the Ratha Yatra. Ratha Yatra is nothing but, and who is this Lord Gauranga? Who is Lord Jagannath? Lord Krishna. Sehi Gaura, Sehi Krishna, Sehi Jagannath. They are the same Gauranga, same Krishna, and same is Jagannath, the same. There is no difference between all the things. Both are very much, all three are nothing but the same Lord Krishna. So Jagannath Puri is very, very special place where there is the confluence of all three rasas, topmost of rasas. And what are the three rasas? One of the rasas is that which is exhibited in Dwarka. And what is the Dwarka rasa is? Sorry? Dasya rasa, or the mood. What is the mood there? Opulence. The Aishwarya Bhav. When it comes to Vrindavan, what is the Madhurya Bhav? And when it comes to Mayapur, what bhav is actually, what rasa is exhibited? Audarya. In Jagannath Puri, all three are there. And how three are there? Jagannath Ji in the mood of Dwarka, which is the Aishwarya Bhav. Then in Vrindavan, Madhurya Bhav. So what is the Madhurya Bhav? Gundicha Mandir is actually, the Sri Mandir is a Dwaraka, Gundicha Mandir is Vrindavan, and Tota Gopinath and the Gambira where Lord Gauranga Mahaprabhu was staying, that is nothing but the Audarya. So Jagannath Puri is the confluence of all the three things, Madhurya, Aishwarya and Audarya, all three together is the special place of places of rasa together in Jagannath Puri. So that Lord is actually having embrace of Srimati Radharani, that Sri Anga, and when that Sri Anga is feeling very cool there. Now the next sloka is now what Shankaracharya want. He is asking, what we want? Shankaracharya says,
न वैयचे राज्यं न चकनकमाणिक्यविभम्
न वैयाचे राजं न चकनकमाणिक्यविभवम्
नयचिहं राम्यां सकलजनकाम्यां वरवधूम्
नटिचेकं राम्या सकलजनकाम्यां वरवधूम्
सदा काले काले प्रमुखपतिनागिरिताचरितो
सदा काले काले जगन्नाथ स्वामी नयन पथगामी भवतु मे। शंकराचार्य सॉरी
I do not pray for a kingdom, nor for a gold, ruby or wealth. I do not ask for a beautiful wife as desired by all men. I simply pray that Jagannath Swami, whose glorious Lord Shiva always sings, may be the constant object of my vision.
न वै याचे राज्यम
Sorry, car number 2040. Car number 2040.
2040. The owner of 2040 are requested to come there. You tell what is the make, what is the color. न वैयाचे राजम न च कनक माणिके विभवम. Shankaracharya, Adi Shankaracharya said, now after glorifying all those things, क्या चाहिए? What do you want? Do you want Rajam? न वैयाचे राजम. No. न च कनक माणिक्यम. Do you want something manik, kanak, gold, rubies, wealth? Nothing. Then what do you want? Ramya. Do you want something varavadum? Do you want some beautiful wife, which is sakala jana kamya, which is the desire of all the living entities? Do you want something like that, who is very beautiful wife, or you want something who is very obedient wife? What do you want? Either of the things. Nothing. I don't want any of the things. Sada kale kale pramata patina gita charita. Prabhu is laughing. Sada kale kale pramata patina gita charito. So what do you want? Sada kale kale, all the time. I want that vision of that of Lord who is being glorified, who sada kale kale, all the times. By whom? Pramatha. Pramatha means Pramatha Patina Gita Charito. Pramatha Matha. All those ghosts and all things. And the master of all those things is our Lord Mahadevji. And who is glorifying that Lord become the object of my vision. I do not want Nachayam Rajam Nacha Kanaka Manikya Vivam, not even beautiful or obedient wife, anything. I want only, oh my Lord, you become the object of my vision. Of course, here he is talking about beautiful wife. It is equally opposite to the as well as. So it is implicitly mentioned that as well. So yes. So this is the 7th stanza, and the last is that. Now what is that I want, oh my Lord? Lord is asking, ask something. You ask something. So this is what he is asking.
Haratvam samsaram dhutataram surapate.
Harantam samsaram
dhutataram surapate. Haratvam papanam vidatimaparam yadavapate.
Haratvam papanam vidataram yadavapate.
Aho dinate nihita charano nishchitamidam.
Aho dinanate nihita charano nishchitamidam.
Jagannath Swami nayana pathagami bhavatu me. Jagannath Swami nayana pathagami bhavatu me.
Harantam sansaram. Sorry, bro.
O Lord of the demigod, please quickly remove this useless material existence I am undergoing. O Lord of the Yadus, Please destroy this vast, shoreless ocean of sins. Alas, this is certain. Lord Jagannath bestows his lotus feet upon those who feel themselves fallen and have no shelter in this world but him. May that Jagannath Swami be the object of my vision.
Harantum sansaram, please take away my all the difficulties. Oh my Lord Jagannath ji, I don't want anything else. And you, who are you? You are not an ordinary personality, you are Surapate. Surapate means Lord of the Devas, Devatas, the God of all the gods. And not only that, Harato Papanam, please remove all the sins. You are Yadavpate, oh my dear Lord. Just like you have removed the anxieties of all the Yadavas, please remove the anxieties of mine as well. And what is that? Aho Dina Nathe, you are the shelter for those. Dina Nathe, for them there is no shelter. And those who are fallen, for such a people, you give that Nihita Charanam Nichitam Idam. May that Jagannath Swami become the object of my vision. So Shankaracharya, Adi Shankaracharya is singing such a beautiful prayer. Our Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is singing in front of Lord Jagannath Ji. Every time when Ratha Yatra begins, he sings this Jagannath Ashtakam. So just quickly recap, and then we'll go to the what we will get sitting here in Kannamangala. The next is the Phalashruti. But what is the 8 things, and we will pause here. What are the 8 stanzas? First is that where are you before coming to here? You are on the bank of Yamuna. Second, what is your form? Venu, and you have the Mora Pankha. Third, you are on the Mahabodhim, you are on the bank of ocean, and you are on the top of that Shikara, Nila Shikara, and you are giving the opportunities to all the Avasara, Seva Avasar, you are giving the opportunity. Fourth one,
Your face resembles that of a flower and you are like rose of, you are the ocean of mercy.
Krupa Paravar, you are the ocean of mercy, and you are a Jalada, your face is like a Jalada who gives the water. Next, Ratha Arudan, Ratha Arud. Now you have boarded Ratha and you are going, and who are worshipping you? All Bhudeva Patala. And then by everything they are glorifying. You are feeling very, very happy. And all the Devatas, Suragana, and everybody is actually worshipping. And what was the 6th? Parabrahma Pida. Parabrahma Pida. So you resembles like the lotus, and you are the ornament of that Lord. And then you are Nivaso Niladri, you are residing at Niladri, and you are having the wonderful pastimes of Srimati Radharani, and because of that embrace you are having nice time. And then Shankaracharya is saying, I don't need anything, all I want is that na Rajya, na Kanikya, na anything. All I want, remove all the Haratvam Sansaram, all the difficulties, all the sinful things. In Nectar of Devotion it is said that if you just see the Jagannath Ji, all our papas are actually gone. When the Lord is on Ratha and Rath, and when you see that, all our papas are actually gone. And not only that, when you become the part of Ratha, when the procession is going, when you become the part of that, you become the recipient of all the opulent like Vishnu opulent. How many of you want to be like opulence like Vishnu? And then you should go and participate in Ratha. I know that some devotees were participating yesterday, and they will also do on 5th of July as well. So they will become, I do not know how much of opulence, right? Double of that. Yes, Lord's mercy is costless. There is nothing. And fear, what do we will get? What will we get? Yes, Prabhu. Jagannath.
यह पठेत प्रयता शुचि सर्व पाप विशुद्धातम विष्णु लोकम स गच्छति हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे. Those are yes, read the translation.
Car number 7099, please remove. The self-retained, virtuous soul who recites these 8 verses glorify Lord Jagannath becomes cleansed of all sins and duly prostrate to Lord Vishnu's abode.
So those who are, that's where I was saying that please be careful, recite all the 8 verses glorifying Lord Jagannath, because we become cleansed of all sins thanks to Jagannath ji, and duly go towards Vishnu Loka Sa Gachati. Somebody may say, you are talking about Jagannath Vishnu, and why are you talking about Vishnu Loka? Vishnu in the aspect of all pervading, so that is nothing but Lord Vishnu and Lord Jagannath. Jagannath Swami ki jai, Jagannath Swami Nayana Patagami Bhavatu me, Jagannath Swami Nayana Patagami Bhavatu. Just from the information purpose, there are 3 rathas that goes: Jagannath Ratha Yatra, Jagannath Rath, Baladev Rath, Subhadra Rath. Jagannath Rath is 45.6 feet, Baladev Rath is 45 feet, Subhadra Rath is 44 feet. What is called as Jagannath Rath? Nandi Ghosh, very good. Balabhadra? Taladhoj. Now you will remember, because Baladev had a pastimes in a Vrindavan, and he killed one Asuras, and where it was? Talavan. So now when next time you will remember what is the name of Balabhadra Rath. You connect that pastimes to this Tala, and what is the pastimes of Subhadra is a Darapadalan, Padmadhoja. And what is the next one? Devi? Devadalan. Yes, Devadalan. That is the name of Rathas. And when does Rath construction begins? It starts constructing on the very, very, very auspicious day of Akshaya Tritiya. It takes 58 days to build Rath. 200 people start working on that Rath. And after Rath is actually dismantled, and they use that all the wood for the kitchen of Jagannath ji, so that they can use for the cooking of Lord Jagannath's kitchen. So that's all. Thank you very much. Jagannath Balbhadra Subhadra Mai ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Had not our Prabhupada been here, we would not be singing and dancing and chanting and describing about Jagannath Ratha Yatra. At least those who are not Odia, those who are not from Bengal, those who are not from some part of Bihar, none of us would be here discussing about Lord Jagannath ji. It is our founder Acharya who took Lord Jagannath ji, really made him the Lord of the universe, taking from here. Once what happened, the small pastimes, when Srila Prabhupada was in San Francisco, and Malati Mataji, she brought to give some gift to Srila Prabhupada. She got a wooden doll. She was thinking she's a wooden doll. And Swamiji, there is a wooden doll for you. And as soon as our Prabhupada saw that, and he offered obeisances, and it was none other than Jagannath ji. And Prabhupada ji said, Jagannath ji is not alone. There will be 2 other personalities. Can you please go and check? And she went for sure. There were Balabhadra and Subhadra. And that is how Jagannath ji, Balbhadra, or Baladev and Subhadra, they came there. And Srila Prabhupada asked husband of Malti Mataji, what is the name of Prabhuji? Shama Sundar Prabhu. So Shama Sundar Prabhu said that, please prepare such a deity 3 feet. And then he actually carved that 3 feet deities, and then Prabhupada installed that carved deities on San Francisco temple and named as New Jagannath Puri temple. Jagannath Baldev Subhadra Mai ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. And all the devotees were very, very, very happy when Srila Prabhupada was there. And Srila Prabhupada was now establishing his ISKCON, so he has to go to the multiple places, many places, and he was living, and all the devotees started crying. And Prabhupada ji said, to just to console them, that if you do Ratha Yatra, I will come back and visit you again. They said, whoa, okay, if that is the case. And they said, okay, let's make up things. And how it happened, once Prabhupada was just looking through a window, and he saw a truck, a flat bed truck, and Prabhupada got idea that we can also make Rath here in North America, the San Francisco. And then there is one devotee who actually made the first Rath in Western country. And what is his name? whose photo we actually keep. Jayanand Prabhu. So next time when you go and see Rath, there will be a photo of Jayanand Prabhu. Offer our obeisances. He was the first personality, that the first ever Rath Yatra of the Lord, who is the Lord of Jagannath Ji, was celebrated in San Francisco by none other than our founder Acharya Srila Prabhupada. The cart was made by Jayananda Prabhu, and that 1967 summer was the first Rath Yatra in Western countries. Srila Prabhupada ki Rath Yatra Mahamahotsav ki jai. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Do the devotees have any questions or any thoughts, realizations to share? You can do it now.
Do I have time? One or two. As you instruct. हाँ जी.
प्रभु जी कुछ उड़ीसा के डिवोटीज लोग बोलते हैं ऐसा कि तिथि अगर सेम नहीं है तो जो रथ यात्रा कर रहे हैं वो गलत है, उसके बारे में
I think it's a very administrative issue. I mean, let our senior devotees handle that. But once it's not on that particular topic, but something different. Once Srila Prabhupada was asked, Swamiji, Narsimhadev appeared. That was not this earthly planet, but we go to a place called as Ahobilam. And then the people are saying that Lord actually he appeared here. Prabhupada said that when the devotees worship with bhava, Lord will accept that. That also becomes as equal as that place. So, but yeah, sometimes we have to do the things as is required. So yeah, why the devotees were doing in the Western countries, because there was no appropriate time and things, and they cannot do, because those are working, and in Western countries that sometimes there's winter season, sometimes so appropriately they can do that, but